Today I'm making a mushroom lentil loaf for dinner. In here in the water I have added 1 cup of rinsed green lentils, and there is a vegetable bouillon cube in there and 3 cups of filtered water. And I'm going to put that on at a higher heat to boil. As soon as it boils, I'll turn it down to a simmer and I'll cook them until they are tender. I have just added flaxseed to my grinder, and I'm going to grind that up so I can make my egg substitute. That's all done. So the lentils are cooked and drained, and I reserved the liquid. I might use that in a homemade soup tomorrow. We're just going to set those aside for now and keep on cooking. I'm just putting 2 teaspoons of oil into a pan. I'm going to turn that on. And in here I have 1 chopped onion right here. Just going to add that to the pan. And I'm going to cook it for about 5 minutes or so until it is soft. I'm going to add 1 cup of oats to the food processor, and I'm going to grind it into flour. The onion is soft, so next come our next ingredients. I'm going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic. Whoops, that was a bump. I've added 2 cloves of minced garlic, and now I'm going to add 8 ounces of chopped mushrooms. You can pretty well use any kind of mushrooms. And we're going to cook that until the mushrooms are soft. Now I'm going to make my flax eggs. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of ground flax. Whoops. It's hard to get out sometimes. Those blades get in the way. Okay. A little smidgen. That was a little empty. And there's 6 tablespoons of water in here. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to mix that up. And I'm going to let that sit for about 15 minutes. If you are not vegan, you can use 2 large eggs instead. The mushroom mixture is all done. The mushrooms are soft, so I'm just going to turn that off and set it aside for a few minutes. In the food processor, I have the 1 cup of oats that I've ground into flour. I'm going to add 2 cups of lentils. My flaxseed egg mixture is ready. I'm going to add the flaxseed egg mixture, or the eggs if you're not vegan, to the oats and the lentils. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Not exact. I have 2 tablespoons of dried thyme or thyme. Quarter teaspoon of pepper. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And a little bit of curry powder. And I'm going to mix that up just till it's coarse. You don't want to puree it. To go over that again, I have 1 cup of oats that's been made into flour. I have 2 cups of cooked lentils, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, of dried thyme, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon salt, a little bit of curry powder, and I've got my flax eggs in here, which I showed you how to make. As you can see, the mixture is coarse, it's not pureed, and we're going to empty that out into a bowl. I've emptied the mixture into a bowl, and to that I'm going to add 1 cup of grated carrot and the onion garlic mushroom mixture. Mix that up. I'm adding the rest of the lentils. That I didn't mix in the food processor. And when this is all mixed, I'm adding the special ingredient. I've got some dried cranberries here. I'm going to put them in as well. Well, it's all mixed up. The cranberries are optional. Another option I have used before is I've added 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts for a different flavor. The oven goes at 350. It cooks for 40 minutes. You put it in a greased 9x5 loaf pan and you press it down firmly. In the pan, ready to go in the oven. The oven is preheating. And then I have all this mess. I love cooking, but I really don't like cleanup. Because I had leftover tomato paste and I'm not going to be using it, I'm just going to freeze it in cubes in my ice cube tray. The mushroom lentil loaf is finished. I cooked it till it was a little brown around the edges and set in the center. Leave it to cool for a couple of minutes before you slice it. I didn't do that as I was a little impatient, but I'm sure it'll taste good.